What's going on, guys? It's your boy Sensei Adam, and today I'm going to be bringing you a tutorial for Brock and the best map that I like to use Brock in, and that is the bounty map Teracotta Square. And I'm going to be discussing in depth of what I do with Brock on this map and how I make him work so well playing this map. And you may be wondering why I didn't pick the best map for Brock to be something like Shooting Star or Star Gulch, one of those long range maps. Well, like, it's just the strengths that I have on this map with Brock that really make him work out very well. First thing I really like with Brock on this map are the sides. Like, look at all the bushes on the sides, which means you can just at the start or at any point in the game go up there and just shoot your missiles up, and like you can kill somebody doing that. Like, it's just really awesome to do that. Where I usually like to stay is where that Piper is, right there, but just go up and down across the map. So if I'm like in danger of dying, I just move back, and like they usually don't follow me. They try to, but they don't have the range to do it. And if they do, like if say there's a Piper on your tail and you need to try and run back, all you have to do is try and dodge and run back. Just don't run back in a straight line. But you can really use those side bushes to an advantage. And the thing with Brock is he's also good, like kind of good at close range, because he does 325 damage at max damage when you're at close range. So let's say if you're going against like this Dynamite and he was going down the sidelines, if you like at close range, you're gonna hit all your bullets on him. So you're gonna do about 900 and some damage. I think it's 950 or 975, and that's more than enough to kill all the damage dealers in bounty. Like right here, this Piper just came through and I just hit her with all my 3 shots, and that's a kill. And I'm just gonna run back because I know that Dynamite is coming for me. And there you go. Like, that's what I like to do. I like to stay in their base. Like, a lot of the time the people just walk into those bushes, and with Brock, who's really good at both long range, which this map has, and short range. Especially if you're able to at the beginning go close to their spawn and just camp there. They're probably gonna get frustrated and try to kill you a lot of the times, so you can bank on that and get a lot of kills and get ahead really quickly doing that. The second thing I like to do is to just pop out from the shadows, like the bushes, and just start blasting them with my regular attack. What I usually do is I stay on the sidelines like I am right now, in the bushes, just going up and down. And if somebody's in the middle, like let's say they go to the middle like they usually do, I just start shooting from here, the middle section where like the bush, you can shoot towards the middle, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you can just shoot that way. And you can also, when you have your super, you can use your super on the middle, and it's really effective at, like, say there's 2 or 3 people in the middle, or even just 1. You can shoot all the way to the middle of the map from the bushes on the side. Like, those bushes and just going up or down are really just an effective way of maneuvering across this map, especially when you have Brock, who's decently good at short range but also great at long range. So here, this Spike tried to come through, and I always check that area. And then I get my super and just want to kill him so he doesn't get it, but I was dumb and just walked right into his super. And this game is really close. Like, we have a Jesse who isn't useful in bounty, but we're still doing good. But if I were to give you guys one big tip and one big takeaway on this map in general, especially if you're using characters that are good at maneuvering these side bushes and going to their spawn, is to try and not break these bushes. Like, if you're playing with your bandmates, tell them to try and not break the side grass, because that's how you maneuver and get an advantage on your opponents. Because a lot of the time they're not going to use characters that are good for this map and maneuvering on the sides. So if you can't maneuver on the sides yourself, you're going to put yourself at a bigger disadvantage than you should have to. So just try your best not to break the bushes. I mean, they will grow back eventually after like 45 seconds or a minute, but you don't want to spend that like whole minute trying to maneuver up and down the field without these bushes. I mean, they're usually a lifesaver. And then on this game, we were able to come back, even with me just going towards their spawn, and we won 44 to 35. very nice, even though I think I was playing with randoms. Now for the starting move, you can either do two things. First, you can do what I'm doing right now and just pick a side, whichever side, and right when you get close, like you think they could be in range, just shoot 2 rockets at them, not just one, because like you want to do as much damage as possible, and those 2 rockets, after you hit them, that's probably gonna be their reaction time, and they're gonna start trying to dodge. So always try and shoot 2 rockets if you do get close, like, and you think they're there. But also a second starting move that I started using and really like is the one where I just go towards the middle where that ricochet like he went to, but I don't go in the middle. Like I just come a little bit near that wall, fire a bullet, and then straight away just go to the bushes. You always want to try and go to the bushes at the start to see if you can get some hits and charge up your super and maybe even kill them, like right here. This is where I like to stay most of the time, either to the left or right. But for me personally, I like to stay to the right for some reason, I don't know why. I think I just aim better when I'm going from right to left. So yeah, most of the time you'll probably see me just staying on the right side of the map. Now guys, let's talk about your super and when to use it and when not to use it, because it's a really big deal of when you want to use it, because you don't want to waste it. It's a really good way to chip down your opponent and finish them off, and it charges itself. You don't want to just waste it and then you're gonna have to get another 4 or 5 hits to charge it again. But with your super, you're probably gonna get a guaranteed 2 hits, so that's 3 less hits you have to get towards another super. But here's my #1 key thing: never use your super when this is the case. You never want to waste your super on this. Ready for it, guys? When a Piper has her super, like when you see the little circles around her, you don't want to use your super on that Piper. Never ever do that, because if they're smart, they're just gonna hop away when your rockets are in the air, and you're gonna get 0 damage, 0 hits, and you're just gonna have wasted your super. So never use your super on a Piper like this one. Like in this match actually was extremely crazy. Look at this. Like I thought we already lost, but then look at the score. I was like, wow. Like I died and somehow my teammates were able to carry me. So that was just amazing. And also on the topic of the super, the same thing could be applied to Crow, because he can jump and avoid your thing, and to a lesser extent Bull and Primo, because they can also run away, but sometimes they'll just take the damage because they're a tank, so they won't really jump away. So the 2 you have to not use your super on is Piper and Crow. Don't use that when they have their supers up. So you might be asking, when should you use your super? Well, great question. You should use it when you're in the bushes most of the time, because they're not going to expect you to be there, so they're not going to make an effort to avoid. Like, you know how people, like when you have the super, they play more careful, like they expect you to try and use it. But like when you're in the bushes and you randomly use it, they're not going to be expecting you to be there, so they're going to have a less amount of chance to dodge it. So you should use it when you're in the sides and in the bushes, especially when they're in the middle of the map, because there's just a bunch of walls there and it can make them get trapped and not be able to run away. And that previous play that I did, the Piper did have her super, but I used it because the Brock was right there. So even if she was stupid like she was and didn't use her super to escape, I still would have gotten some hits off on the Brock. Alright guys, but let's talk about my favorite team combination on this map. Like there's a lot of combinations that you can use, but my favorite is Brock, Piper, and Tera. And the reason for that is the Piper and the Brock are the damage dealers. I feel like those 2 are the ones you have to have on this map, because usually you can't win without a Piper in bounty, and Brock is just a really good complement piece on this map. But the Tera, the reason why I don't pick Ricochet or Colt is Tera, I believe, is a really good chip damage character, since Brock and Piper are the damage dealers. You want somebody that keeps them not regenerating, and Tera has that good enough range so she can hit them if they're trying to run away, unlike somebody like Shelly. So if you don't have Tera, you can just use a Shelly and it's fine. And Tera is also good at maneuvering the side bushes, because she does a good amount of damage at close range, as well as being able to chip them away. at long range. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my Brock tutorial video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to hit the like button. It really helps out the channel. And subscribe and hit the bell icon to receive a notification when I upload. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.